Welcome back to JB Reviews. I'm here at Airstream of Utah, and they have this really nice flying cloud front bed. So I have done a review on a flying cloud, and this one's a little bit different, the floor plan layout. And out back they have a nice setup here for people who work on the road. Can't wait to show that to you guys. Special shout out to these guys here at Airstream of Utah. Zach and Craig are the managers here, and they are super helpful, and they have actually a nice amount of inventory right now. So if you're in the market, be sure to give these guys a look up. Let's get into the video. Let's start with the roof so you guys can see what's up top. This Flying Cloud 30 FB office is just under 31 feet long, 8.5 feet wide, has a 52 gallon freshwater tank, 41 gallon gray tank, and a 35 gallon black tank. Now, as you can see on the roof, you have two standard AC units. One's a 13.5 BTU and one's a 15,000 BTU. And they both have heat pumps. 300 watt solar panels, which comes with a controller and a battery monitor for about $2,600. You can see your roof vents and your skylight on the roof as well. Now, a question that most people are going to ask is, who would spend over $100,000 for a travel trailer? One thing I love about Airstreams is that they're timeless, low maintenance, and there's no slides. So something about this brand is they do it to the very best of their ability. And you can see that when you walk around their rigs. Now, I've only just kind of gotten into Airstreams, and every time I find myself walking through one, I'm always amazed by their fit and finish and the ergonomics of these rigs. Now, let's just start off at the front door. I mean, right out of the gate, you can see that they do a great job just designing this front door. And when you walk in, they provide these hooks to hang jackets, things like that. They also provide you with this board here. If you have things you need to take care of, you can just put it on the board. They give you some magnets. All the stuff came this way. And they give you additional hooks for like keys and things like that. You also have your light switches. By the way, you can dim these lights too. You don't normally see that in RVs. They also have, as you saw on the roof, solar, all that good stuff. And down below here, you have a spot for shoes. Nothing makes me happier to see a walkway clear of shoes. Down below, you can put some papers down there, like for mail, things like that. And on the front of the rig, as you guys saw, this is a bedroom. Obviously, Airstream allows you to customize this however you want. Now, there is an option to do dual beds and a bunk. So if you have kids and you need to sleep extra people, you have that option. Down below here, there is some storage. And they do provide you with the bins. You can see them even on the sides here. They have these bins, nightstands, power plugs, USBs, those are 2 type A's, speakers, and they have these little sconces. And then check out the amount of windows you have. I almost don't need the lights on inside this rig because it's so bright in here. There is a television for the bedroom, and they provide a curtain too. Nightstand, pretty much what you saw on this side is on each side. And then they have storage above. Endless storage. They even provide you with the pillows. And then that's going to most likely be for your furnace. Love the walls in here. Air vents. You guys saw this did have 2 AC units. And then check out your seating. And let's go ahead and open up all of the storage too. So there it is. Tons of storage. JL audio with a USB and an HDMI. And then just crazy amounts of storage. If you're a pack rat, you'll love this rig. And then even on the roof, you see you have these small LED lights, speakers right there, air vents. Then you have an exhaust too. And are these soft close? They are soft close. Check that out. Really nice attention to detail, and check out the amount of countertop space you have. Stainless steel sink. I kind of wish my wife was here because she would love this rig. And here's some of your controls. And a few more. And here's the exhaust vent for the stove. They do provide lights. And this looks to be a 3-burner cooktop. Yep, they're Furion. Microwaves down below. This is the type of stuff you see in houses. I don't like to see microwaves up top, so I'm glad they put it down below. Looks like it's convection. Oh, there it is. And check out your drawers. And that could take a lot of time to go through this rig because there's just so much about it. I mean, even below you have a trash can below the sink. Huge drawers. And these are solid drawers too. Wow. Now these are not solid clothes as you just saw, but still, lots of storage. You have your breaker box here for your fuses and breakers. It's going to be for carbon monoxide. And most likely this is going to be a 12-volt refrigerator. Speaking of 12-volt refrigerator, your televisions are also 12-volt. So if you're not hooked up to shore power, you can still use those. Tons of windows too. Now let me just turn off the lights for a second. So even with the lights off, it's a cloudy day. It's kind of raining outside. Check out the amount of light you have coming in this rig. And if you don't want the light, you can close it out too. I mean, they give you a lot of ways you can really feel comfortable in this rig. Now I don't know if I showed you guys this storage, but I'll just show it to you one more time if I didn't, or if I did I should say. And then on this side, now there is storage right there too. I'm not going to take all this apart. You can turn this into a bed. And there's a power outlet down below. This is how you control their air conditioning. And yeah, this is such a nice rig. That's pretty deep too, by the way. Wow. And here's one of your wardrobes. Plenty of drawers. And then here's the bathroom. Did I show you guys this? I can't remember now. Yeah, like I said, this is something out of this world. There's a lot of storage. This is the last RV you'll ever have to buy. Stainless steel sink. I would like to see this under the counter personally, but this is fine. Really nice. This is a water heater. I believe this has a tankless water heater too. And then shower. Kind of small, but it'll get the job done. And to the left of the bathroom, here is basically an office. They give you an office in your RV. Perfect for people who work on the road. Huge desk. Another wardrobe inside of here. Light switch. And they still give you these little sconces too. You can hang out, read a book right there. This is basically a seat. You have storage. Power station right here. Look, you can run your cords down below. This is such a nice rig. More USBs most likely. Yep. And no shortage of windows whatsoever. But let's go ahead and go outside so you guys can see the outside. Now they don't have the propane tanks up front, but you do have dual propane tanks, power tongue jack, and this is going to be a dual battery box. There is storage in the front there, and all this is just to protect, you know, the rig going down the road when they delivered it here. Love the windows. You have that awning on the side here. You have a manual jack on the side too. I don't know if is there a propane disconnect? Yeah, propane disconnect right there. And then check out your screen door with your steps. And this pops out there. There you go. They do provide a handle. And we'll look at this. They're using Goodyear Endurance tires. These are going to be a ST225 7515, E-rated, 2,830 pounds of capacity per tire at 80 psi. And check out the suspension too. It looks like it's on a torsion axle with shock absorbers. You have your power outlets right here. Tankless water heater. Wow. This is a pretty big rig too. And then you have some storage out back. And you also have storage here. And one thing I like about these rigs are they do give you awnings pretty much all the way around, especially over the windows. I like that. It already has the camera installed for people who are still learning how to back up a trailer. Here's where you're going to dump from. This is your city water connection. This is where you're going to fill your freshwater tank, outside shower. And they're using the smart plug too. I love this because the old school plugs, they get weak over time. This is just a better plug. You guys can see that awning on this side. And there's one out back too. Furnace. And you have your sewer hose storage right there. And let's check out the numbers on this rig. So you're gonna have a gross axe weight rating at 4,500 pounds. The rear is gonna be the same. And this has a gross vehicle weight rating of 8,800 pounds. And then all-in cargo carrying capacity, wow, is 2,008 pounds. So you can add 2,008 pounds of crap basically in your rig if you do plan on living in it full time. That's really good. But let's go ahead and see the best truck for this type of setup here. I did a video last year on a 2022 GMC Sierra 2500 AT4, and I think this would be the perfect truck for this rig. Let me show you guys some of the towing numbers really quickly. You're going to see here that this truck is pretty overbuilt for this rig, but I always recommend an HD truck for these types of trailers because I know a half-ton will tow it, but what you're going to really run into is the payload capacity. So this is something you want to consider if you are looking to tow something like this. I'm on Airstream's website and I want to show you how to figure out the hitch weight. So this is what they're showing the hitch weight as online for the 30FB office. So one thing I like is they do show the weight with the liquid propane and batteries. Most manufacturers do not do that. So they're saying 814 pounds. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to divide that number into the unloaded vehicle weight, which is this. And that's going to basically give me 12%. So I'm going to round it off to 12.5%. So just keep that in mind when I show you guys the spreadsheet. Now you pretty much know where I got the numbers for the Sierra and the Airstream Flying Cloud. So one thing to take note of is this. Everyone makes this mistake when they're first starting off with getting an RV. You have to consider the weight of your passengers and your cargo. So this in total is 795 pounds. Now I'm assuming a 200-pound male, 135-pound female, and a 60-pound dog. Figure weight distribution, hitch, and anything else you put inside the bed of the truck. And all that's going to come off of this number here. So this number is where you're going to hit first before you ever hit towing capacity. So that leaves you with 2,200 240 pounds to tow a trailer. So let's go ahead and put the hitch weight in. Now, as I mentioned, we're going to be using 12.5% because that's what the hitch weight is showing online. So here's the number. When you take 12.5% and multiply by this number, that's what you're going to get, okay? So all in, you're still within the ballpark to tow this type of rig. But keep in mind, no one goes camping this way. So let's go ahead and add 2,000 pounds. So that's going to be 87.92. And when you multiply that by 12.5%, that's going to give you 1,099 pounds. So this is a great truck for this type of rig. Now, obviously, if you are really looking to use a half ton, you're going to have to find one with at least 2,000 plus pounds of payload capacity, because you get really close here. And in some cases, most half tons have around this number here for payload. So just keep this in mind here. But I hope this was helpful. Be sure to subscribe to my channel and like the video. And be sure to turn on your bell notifications because I have another Airstream that I'm going to be doing a review on. See you guys in the next video.